And it's very important. Let me just add this as a tag for people, anybody watching, to discern the seasons of God in your life and in your ministry, because for this is my 10th year as an artist, but the Holy Spirit just impressed upon me, moving forward, you're not an artist anymore. I'm moving more into the music pastorship and not the scene.
And then, of course, you have, fantastic worship. That's the thing about YS you can count on. They only the most quality musicians. They got good leadership as far as your worship bands are concerned. Just solid. I think that's what people are really looking forward to the most.
And I think that's a really big trick of the enemy, to kind of lessen who you are. And if it stops you as a child, when you progress to your teenage years and your adult years, it just continues on if you don't attack that when you're younger and realize that you're wonderfully and beautifully made by God, and you should accept yourself as you are. And so
it was so awkwardly, I stepped out in front of the microphone, sang my song, and then as soon as I was finished, I ducked my head and went back, and I walked behind the curtain, and they said, they're standing up out there. So I had to go to the side and look and peek out just so I could see it. And I thought, okay, this is something I can latch on to and I can do. And really from that moment, I look back now and I see,
But I hope that also I can help, people to kind of see what God has, enabled me to do. We all have something in our lives, in our circumstances that, are sort of challenges or handicaps to all of us. It's just that some of us have ones that are
I've been blessed, man, in the gospel industry. I had a few songs that crossed over, but for the most part, I've had hits in gospel music on gospel radio. So I've really been fortunate and really been blessed. I've seen a lot of artists come and go, and God has sustained me. So I'm excited to be fresh and relevant even now after I've been in the business for.
It's about staying the course. It's about knowing who you are, knowing who God is, and staying the course. Writing songs that He gives rather than sitting down trying to pretentiously create a song. You wait for His inspiration, you wait for His direction and His guidance, and then you can sit back and let it flow. The reason why my music
And I'm not going to sit here and say, yes, if I can do it, you can too. It's not easy. We are humans. We're built to want that. That is the way we're made. God made us that way. But see, the key is finding your boundaries and knowing when to say no and knowing when to say yes and just being smart.
Don't scar yourself up, beat yourself up physically and emotionally and spiritually by trying these other things just to make sure they don't work. They don't work. Jesus is the answer. Jesus is what's right. And sometimes you got to take a stand. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. But the Bible never promised being a Christian.
But the fact that she was a woman, and she was a woman of wisdom, that was able to cover her husband and at the same time go out of her way and go to the person that she didn't even know who he was or who he was going to be, and in her wisdom show strength in being humble and being just, I think, what the example of a woman should be: humble but powerful.